time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Ready to get this thing started and open the season. Texas. Coming out with it, it's Akers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. It's Barrett. Finds his tight end. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system.
Turning on the Jets. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback keeps it. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Barrett. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense in an empty set. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. This time it's complete. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
When a quarterback gets outside the pocket, it's really hard to defend. Do I stay in my zone? Do I stay back? Or do I come up and go get him? It puts me in a difficult spot.
The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Reed. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to run it. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing, and how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Quick strike complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Working that left side now. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Reed. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. Now it's 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
He'll bring it out. It's Akers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught behind the line. It's Wilcox. This one will be stopped for no gain.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Barrett. Steps away. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, that is not a great punt at all. It'll be down inside their own 35-yard line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Turning it on! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Barrett. He's got him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Boom. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Hatchett. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Wilcox. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, you gotta love the extra effort laying out. You know you need the first down, Palmer, and he gives up his body.
And also having great awareness too, right? Knowing where the sticks were and what he had to do, any way, shape, form, to get that first down. Nice job.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on second and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted. Like, it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. But get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Got a tight game so far in this season opener. Big play coming up right here. It's third and goal.
Here we go.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. Knocked down for the tackle.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On the move, he fires. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something.
open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Under fire. Trying to escape and get... There he goes. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Here comes the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Fighting off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Reed. just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left.
He'll take the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. Makes a grab past the marker. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top. Now rolling to the left. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Reed. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Unloads it left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. He'll throw on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab.
this play design, you get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hatchett. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield, it's Barrett. On the move to his left. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Maurice. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now he's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Across the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Kentucky right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll try to get outside. Shakes off the defender. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
The defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed, it took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies out on the field.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Reed. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. A run for the quarterback. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
21.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Now sliding to his left. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit, nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Grab near the sticks. It's Clark. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on second down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
On the direct snap, it's Lockett. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Keeps it on the draw. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Gonna run it. It's Wilcox. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to pass. It's Barrett. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
They're not even trying to do anything.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Oh, they're after him. At the 35, he's loose. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that sack.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Floating away. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late. Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Jumped on top of the pile. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Wildcats! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Barrett. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete.